Hello, and welcome to the ShrubSMP Season 7, and this is Episode 2. When we left off at the end of Episode 1, I had made a mission board, and that contained 7 missions for Season 7, of which I'm now on Mission 2, which is going to involve the enchantment set up behind me, as I think a villager has just come on in. Mind your own business, buddy, I'm doing an intro. So, he's just going to go up and climb up there. What are you doing up there? Villagers. Villagers. I thought when we came into version 1, he's getting pushy. What do you do? Hey. If there weren't so many golems outside, you would be in big trouble, mister. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now, get out of here. Anyway, so like I was saying, Mission 2 involves the enchantment setup behind me. I have a full set of diamond gear, all tools, all armor, and all weapons. And what I want to do now for Mission 2 is to enchant all of it. I can't leave this village, my little starter outpost that I've made here, and the village that's within it, until I am able to do that. And that's going to be the subject of today's episode. We'll see how far we get, and depending on if I can motor through this really fast, we might go check in and work on Mission 3. But for now, it's time to get started with enchanting. So to get this episode started, before I go out grinding for experience, I already have 39 levels from being in here for as long as I have. I had more, actually. I did fall to my demise at least once, but we're going to go over to the grindstone, and I do have 2 pickaxes because I need one for silk touch and one for fortune. So we're going to take my extra pickaxe, we're going to de-enchant it, and then see what kind of enchantments we can get off of this level 30 enchanting table. So all I need to do is go into the enchanting table, put my lapis in there, put the pickaxe in there. Now, the very first enchantment for Season 7, what will it be? Oh my gosh, it's Silk Touch. Perfect! How good of a Silk Touch will it be? Oh my god! I can't believe it! This is the best! This is the best, most luckiest start I could possibly ask for. I have Silk Touch Efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3. We're going to take that right out of there and take my lapis out, put it in the chest. Now, why is it so lucky, do you ask? Why are you so excited, do you ask? Well, let me show you why. Because there are 2 librarians in this village. Now, we obviously have Mr. Menderer here, who sells my mending books, and there's another one out there roaming in the wild. As a matter of fact, he's probably asleep, and I better sleep now before my village gets overrun by monsters. I hope while I was talking that didn't happen. What's happening? Can we look out the window? Anything out there? Anybody okay? I hope the golems are taking care of business out there. Well, again, why am I so excited? So we have the Mr. Menderer. There's another librarian out there who has Efficiency 4. That's right. So, and I already pre-bought 2 of those books out there knowing that I wanted to get Efficiency 5 on both of my pickaxes when the time was right. And I also been trading up. I got plenty of mending books from Mr. Menderer here. And we're going to go ahead and take these 2. Now, what don't I have? What's missing from this picture? An anvil. Boy, I was just so excited that, and that's exactly where I want to put it. I'm going to put it right here too. So that must mean it's probably down to the mines to get some iron so that we can make ourselves that anvil and go ahead and put these books on that pickaxe. But who knows, maybe things are looking up with that amount of luck that we got. Alright, it's the next day in the real world, and look, here they come. The villagers are they're driving me crazy. They're driving me absolutely berserk. Look at this guy being so aggressive. They're pushing me all over the place. They're coming in and out of my house. This guy decided, now they both in the river. They just decided to take a swim and then they don't know how to get back. This guy's good, that guy's good. They're just misbehaving. And like I said, well, so I let those 2 guys out and I fixed up the chicken coop so they can't get back in. And then I come over and see this. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts. So, new plan is, I'm going to spend as little time here as possible. We are going to not go in the mines and get iron to get an anvil. I went already to the blacksmith. Yeah, okay, that's the plan, buddy. And here comes the other one. They're driving me nuts. Take a deep breath. Alright, so we went to spawn in the blacksmith shop. There are anvils outside, actually. So I went ahead and put my Silky Smooth, Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, and Mending. So now I already have my Silk Touch pickaxe. If I need to use the anvil, if I happen to get enough iron, I'll go ahead and make one here. Otherwise, I'm using the one back there because I got to get enough experience and get all this stuff fully enchanted up and get out of this place as soon as possible before these guys turn me into one of them. Oh my god, they're back in the river again. Alright, it's time to get grinding. Here we go. Give me that experience as soon as possible. Well, this isn't as much of a progress update as it is. Just, I feel like the longer I'm in this village, the more this series is just going to turn into documenting the crazy behavior of villagers. As far as I can tell, he's stuck in there. I don't know how he got in there. Well, he probably walked in before the bamboo grew up and it grew up around him. But I'll just let him hop in there for a while. Anyway, back to work. Alright, well, it has been quite a grind. Those pesky villagers were really driving me crazy, of course, but it was well worth it in the end. We have come to the end of Mission 2. I am holding in my hands, well, now in my hand, the last item that needs to be fully upgraded, and it's my shovel. Now, I had to put multiple layers of things, especially the boots, so I finished the boots off. The shovel required a couple shovels to be put together, but this last combination here at the blacksmith behind me will represent all of the armor, all of the tools, fully enchanted up as high as I want them, and ready to head off and check onto the mission board to see that we are complete Mission 2 and get on to Mission 3. So let's turn around, combine these last items in here, put them together. I believe it's 12 the last time I checked. Yes, perfect. Of course, of course, of course, of course. Well, builders, so sorry, but what happened was I've used that anvil a lot. Now I try to mix them up, but I tend to use that anvil. I broke it. I'm gonna have to replace that anvil, but we are now complete. We are finally complete Mission 2. So now we can head on over to the mission board and move on to Mission 3. Thank goodness. And really, what we're gonna do to the village, I haven't decided yet. I've considered making all of those villagers disappear, but on the other hand, we are a merciful 6-classer, so you know, as much as they cause me frustration, I think we're just going to let them live out their lives and maybe pay them a visit every now and then. Who knows? We might even give them some upgrades to their town. But in the meantime, they deserve a long-awaited vacation, as do I, from their peskiness. But I am quite happy. I guess I'm going to have to go down to the mines to get some iron and replace this anvil. Alright, back over here at the board, and as you can see behind me, Mission 2. Can't leave the village until full enchantments. We are complete like we just went over. And looking up to Mission 3, that means we can head on to the trial chambers. Now, if you remember, I said and was able to get those two different maps, from the cartographers in my village of penance. And we're going to be able to follow them next episode to go see where those two locations are. And we'll certainly set foot in one to start getting the advancements, check out the inside of the trial chambers, probably take on a trial myself as part of the episode, and then the last bit will be deciding which one will be the location for the subject of Mission 5, which is the Dark Castle 7.0. I think what we're going to wind up doing is building the Dark Castle above, on top of the surface of whichever location we choose. But we might actually do something slightly different. It depends on the terrain, it depends on where they are, but that's all coming up in the future. But for now, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next episode.